that moment like when you got to turn to him and wave?
Well, I just wish there was more people still here. You know, that was the only thing, because when I've gotten my butt kicked in here, minus the COVID year, which we would all like to forget, where I think this was the only place we came to that actually had fans that year. You know, but I've obviously had to walk off unceremoniously, you know, just crushed by the crowd and, you know, cursed at and you know, but I don't really, as long as they're not leaning over the rail and getting in my face. I mean, I think it's what makes college sports so much better, or college basketball so much better than any other type of basketball is, you know, you got your, although the home fans here didn't get the win that they wanted, but they got a show. I mean, they got an intense game with, you know, with so much passion and a life or death struggle. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, that was very gratifying. I waved at some people, but I just wish that there was more of them still left. There's been a lot more left when I've lost, and did a good job of stopping me.
Last thing I just want to say before we end this thing and I get to the last night's After Dark segment on UConn. Hurley talking to the crowd saying 2 rings, 2 rings, 2 rings, right? That's the stuff that I love about him. That kind of brashness, that braggadociousness, the shit talking, the he goes into the press conference and he's got his like minute long soliloquy and he ends it with, "I wish there were more of the fans in here when I was leaving," right? That's whenever I walk out of here, they're all yelling at me and it's completely packed. When I walk out of here, there's no fans in here, right? He called somebody baldy as he was walking off the court. Like he isn't the Hurley with the worst head of hair in the entire family. Like he's out of his mind. And that right there is the stuff that UConn fans as a fan base are going to adore and love about him. That's the kind of stuff that's going to make them say he's one of us. That's the kind of stuff that is going to get them to treat him like the Secret Service treats the president whenever he is in the state. And it's when he can, when that is who he is, and that is how the intensity manifests itself, and that is how the competitiveness manifests itself. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. UConn does things like go on the road into Omaha and knock off Creighton after all their fans had been chirping. So